EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. After the interception, here's Smith to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. Now, this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now ETN to start the drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Going up top. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the 2nd down. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gino's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, It allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. In motion right, here comes Johnson.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On play action, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Here we go, D, all day, D.
From the gun, here's Smith.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, it's Smith. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now is Geno. Throw caught here by Bird. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Here's Smith looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence
looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the penalty heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Geno now to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Demir Bird, 45 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it. The try for two is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Lawrence will throw.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They still can't get it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now it's Smith. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Geno.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 9.
Here's Smith. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On first down, Lawrence.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on second down. Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Tutu Atwell.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Throwing is Smith. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been and my goodness, another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Smith now to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And he's brought down. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence flushed out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, it's Taylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Smith going to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now Gino on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film.